Hey guys, my name is Loveless, and we are here with our current short story, which is WTF Did You Just Call Me? Which I'm not too sure if I can curse in the very first minute. So I'm just being on the safe side because the first episode got flagged so fast and that killed my engagement. So I can't go doing that again, but I will still like talk normally for the rest of the period of the video. So it's all good. All right, let's get straight into it. Katsuki pulled his burnt orange scarf to cover his nose. Fuck, it's cold. It's barely October and he's already freezing his ass almost every morning. But he's probably not a reliable option considering his quirk relies on him being warm, which makes him pretty sensitive to the cold. His classmates would think otherwise. Katsuki was practically a walking furnace radiating heat. Sometimes he'd had to fight them off from clinging to him like they were a fucking pack of penguins or some shit. It was currently 7:15 a.m., and Katsuki was already making his way out the dorms towards the building. He liked being at school pretty early. The quiet was peaceful, and he usually spent 45 minutes or so before the first bell sitting at his desk, finishing up homework while listening to music. It was the calmest part of his day, and he cherished the stillness of the early morning. Cold, crisp air nipped at his face and ears. He was about to put on his headphones as a makeshift earmuffs, but when he noticed a figure in the corner of his eye, sitting on one of the various benches lined in the front of the dorms. Turning his head to get a better view of the person, he saw dark green curls covered by a bright red beanie and matching gloves. Deku. What is with him with that obnoxious ass color? Your eyes are that obnoxious ass color. So why you talking shit? Touche, self. Touche. Izuku was hunched over, his phone in one hand and jotting down notes in his notebook, mumbling something Katsuki couldn't hear. He didn't notice he was even walking closer to the nerd till he heard the soft crunches of his shoes on the frozen grass, caused Deku to shoot up in alert. His eyes lit up at the sight of Katsuki and flashed a friendly smile. His nose was a little red from the cold, making his freckles a little less noticeable. Oh, good morning, Bakugo. You're out early. Katsuki grimaced slightly at the name. Oh yeah, that's how the nerd addresses him now. The name still sounds so unnatural from him. It felt like some sort of paperweight is on his chest every time he hears that name out of the freckled teen's lips. I should say the same to you. What the fuck are you doing out so early, Deku? Uraraka-san wanted to go to this new coffee shop across the street from school, so I told her I'd meet it early in the morning to try it out before class. Izuku looked down, fumbling with the end of his scarf, a light blush dusting his cheeks. He spoke again, hesitantly. You can come too if you want. I hear that they have a really good dark brew. Katsuki whipped his head to the side. Like I go to a stupid-ass coffee shops with you dorks, he snapped, pushing down the pleasant feeling beginning to swell in his chest at the invitation. He looked back towards Izuku to see his smile slightly crestfallen, like he is hiding his disappointment. Katsuki felt an ugly weight replace the pleasant feeling from before. Shit. Why was he such an asshole? Why did Deku's dejected face make him feel this way? Yeah. I didn't think you would come anyway. I just thought it wouldn't hurt to ask. Izuku explained, trying to sound cheery. Katsuki quickly said, wanting to wipe that stupid expression off the nerd's face. I have homework to finish before class. His voice lowering as he finished the sentence, looking down a little to avoid looking at Izuku. When he glanced back up, Izuku was smiling again, more genuine than before. Oh, of course. Wow, Bakugo, so responsible. While he winced at the sound of the dumb surname again, he could feel his cheeks warm from the praise. Whatever, don't flatter me, nerd, he barked, though it didn't carry much bite. He was about to continue to walk towards the school building for lack of anything else to say before he heard the nerd's soft voice call to him again. Wait, got Bakugo. A feeling he couldn't explain coursed through Katsuki when he almost heard his pet name. Maybe the nerd was just as uncomfortable with the name change as he was. I forgot to give you your pencils and eraser back from yesterday. Oh yeah, he forgot about that. He had borrowed a pencil from Shitty Hair last night when they were working on the study guide for geometry. He could have used one of his pens, but every dumb motherfucker knows it's better just to use pencils with math. Oh, okay. Thanks, he said stiffly, turning his back towards Izuku and looking at him expectantly. The nerd shuffled slightly at the hint of confusion in his face. Just put it in the fucking small pocket. Oh, okay, sure. Izuku stumbled over to Katsuki, unzipping the bag and placing the writing utensils back inside. Katsuki felt a tug of Izuku opening and closing the pocket of the backpack before he heard a small exclamation. What? Bakugo! Is that the new limited edition Best Genius pen? So cool. Did you get that from your workplace experience? Katsuki whirled around with a scowl on his face. He definitely could not stand hearing that damn name out of the nerd's mouth. Would you fucking stop? He was cut off, realizing how close he was to Deku. His breath caught in his throat, eyes widening slightly. Katsuki was stuck in place, lost in his deep green eyes, the morning sun casting freckles of gold in his ember irises, his eyes traveling down his flushed cheeks and dusty red-button nose, to his slight chapped lips. Good morning, Deku-kun. Bakugo. Katsuki jumped back at the new voice and shook his head, trying to push down the red crawling up his neck and burning the tips of his ears. What the fuck just happened? Izuku snapped his head towards the bubbly brunette. Good morning, Uraraka-san. Jesus, his face was even redder than Katsuki's face felt. He looked like a tomato with a red beanie that wasn't helping. Ochako trotted over and gave Deku a hug for a greeting, irritation spiking through Katsuki at the sight. What the fuck is wrong with me today? She then turned her gaze towards Katsuki. Good morning, Bakugo-san. Are you coming to the cafe, ooh-la-la? Her smile was cheeky, and the way that she looked at Izuku knowingly made the nerd flush even deeper. Katsuki was too busy recovering from what the fuck happened a minute ago to think too much on their little exchange. He could feel his cheeks burning too. Hell no, he snapped, whipping around and stalking away before he became red as the freckled dork. Fuck, what was that? Why did he get so distracted like that? He didn't even have the chance to tell the nerd to stop calling him Bakugo. He marched across the quad towards the Hero Department building with a scowl on his face, shoulders hunched and hands shoved in his pocket. But maybe it was better he didn't say anything about it. How the fuck was he supposed to word that? Hey, I actually don't hate you calling me Kachan, but boy does it piss me off when you call me Bakugo. Listen, I actually like the stupid nickname, and hearing you call me anything else sounds too formal and detached, and it grinds my fucking gears. Either way he says it, he's gonna sound like a fucking sentimental chump, so he might as well not say anything. Deku will get over it eventually, right? And it's to feel as foreign on the nerd's tongue as it is in Katsuki's ears. In a week or two, he'll give up the whole Bakugo thing, judging from the little slip earlier, right? Yay, we got done with that chapter. Man, I swear, those two are oblivious. It makes me want to hit them in the back of the head just to, or shake some sense into them, whichever comes first. But can't do that since they are fictional characters. And also that would be assault if they were real. So if you want to hear more of this, you know what to do.